Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War World Lore event, week 10, day 2. So today we got ourselves, of course, the faction of, I always forget the same thing, Deep Hive. It's literally in the title. Still cannot remember it. I always just call it the Beatrix Kingdom. But because everything here is irrelevant except for Beatrix itself. As with many factions, it generally only has like one really good troop or like literally none. But, yep, still the case. As far as the weapon that it has here, it's a little deep, but it's completely useless. But if you want it for completionist purposes, it is all the way over here. How much is that exactly? That is 90, 210, 410. It's 410 for the weapon. And, of course, you can craft it in Soulforge. It is only available today and won't be available for a very long time after. So if you want it for completionist purposes, it is sitting around. Oh, yeah, I never did cover the video yet. We need to soon, TM. Ouch, gosh, my throat been... all crackly all day. It's really gotten much better. Didn't notice as much until he started talking. Drink enough water. Hopefully I'll go a little bit more back to normal. But anyways, yeah, Sky Hero is still available this week. Insanely good weapon. I'll be mentioning that. Actually, I'll probably mention a team for it. It's been a while since I've covered Sky Hero. It's kind of average as far as weapons, but it's definitely above average. Or, you know, it's towards the better half of weapons, but the very low better half of weapons. But it's getting a new mechanic this Friday that might be useful for it. But anyways, yes, the Honey Dipper is available just today, so if you want to go pick it up, it's available only today. You can get it for 410 gems during the event that we currently have going on today for the Deep Hive, or you can just get it from Soulforge. But if you don't get it by the end of the day, you'll have to wait like another 6 or 7 months. But it's a completely pointless weapon that you don't even get for completionist purposes. Anyways, let's start with dungeons. I know I was coming here for a reason, but we're already set up to go and do it. So let's go clear through dungeons, because this unlocks us the rest of the tasks. So let's just go switch to Phoenicia real quick. We're already set to magic, all good to go. So let's go clear it out and be good to go. Also, hello everyone! Hope all of you have been doing well so far. Hello Bill Warhammer, hello Isabel, hello John, hello Birdleaf, hello Michael, hello Gustavo, hello Alexandre, hello DeCurl, and hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's go get our explosions. Get our Phoenicia down. And obviously just all die in one shot as they normally do. I didn't even realize that. A rare is one of the boss troops? I never noticed that until I saw him like with a red border there. But that's really weird. They actually have a rare as one of them. I thought they always went at least like epic rarity or something. But no, that one was literally just Owlbear as a rare. I wonder if he has like half all attack or something when he casts or something. Because right now he only has a -2 attack, which is obviously extremely dated. Even when it was, even back in the day, that was pretty useless. Back when stats went up to like 10. But, because that was even a 50% reduction like we have today, or, you know, like a full reduction with Entangle or something. Like Entangle still existed at the time, and it was just so much stronger than what he did, even at the time. It just debuffs all enemies, so all they gave was give him the spell, that's it? Wow, I think he's useless. But anyways, that's the dungeons, and as you saw, we got one of those campaign tasks done, because that is a silver task. So now we can go get the rest of our silver tasks done. So, win 8 battles. Oh yeah, the arena run thing. Aha. I didn't preemptively do it, just because I had a feeling that, oh! I lied, I did. Okay. Well, we already had one done from a while ago. I was gonna say, well, let's see if this actually works. So, people were mentioning, though I never got a confirmation yesterday for sure, that, you could potentially cheese it by already having a dungeon started and then, you know, finishing it out. Well, let's see if that works. Because we're at 6 out of 7 right now, or 6 out of 8. So let's see if it goes all the way to 7 out of 8 as soon as we finish this. That'd be rather interesting if it does. So let's go check. So is it at 7 out of 8? It is! Oh, that is so weird. Yeah, you can totally cheese it. That is so weird. Yeah, if you already had like a dungeon done yesterday at like 7 out of 8 or 8 out of 8, you could just like claim the chest, or especially 7 out of 8. That would work for sure, because then it would go to 8 out of 8, which would update it, and then you just claim the reward and boom, you're done. But wow, yeah, you could have just had that 7 out of 8 and then just did the final one today, which is basically what we did. I was already at 6 out of 8, so this will go super quick. Otherwise, it could take you a little bit of time. Normally it takes like 10 minutes to run through an entire arena run. Could take a little bit longer without Dawnbringer. Can be done a bit quicker though, depending on what you get. Okay, I'll take blue for now. Need to get that Dawnbringer down. Gotta be careful. Should take the skull for now. Oh, really lucky I could turn off the top. And that should be match. I already won. There we go. And that's our arena run. And as you can see, it's already completed. Oh yeah, so you had to have not taken the final battle yet. But if you had 7 out of 8, you could have done 8 out of 8 and got it done within a single battle, which would have been interesting. Anyways, hopefully Arena gets updated to actually have good rewards eventually. Right now, it is pretty pitiful, and this is so dated. Stop. No. I'm not going to waste my gems. But there we go. Easy. Oh, that was super quick. I'll grab that. Luckily, we already had one started. And now the last task that we need to do. Win any battle with your hero using the monk class except training. So this is obviously very simple. We just go to a very low delve, and I mean a really low kingdom. Didn't we already start Kakarot at 1? What were we doing earlier that had Explore 1? So we don't have to go and make a billion of them at Explore 1 right now. Here we go. It was Whitehelm. So let's do it at Whitehelm real quick. Might as well. Let's do a quick kill of our Wayne. Obviously just switch our hero class to monk. And get it done within 15 battles. That'll be easy as that. So we'll switch over to monk. Equip that. And just got to win 15 quick battles. And then that will be all of our silver tasks. And then we can get on with the faction. Because we're going to go complete out, of course, obviously the full thing of the faction. Always worth doing. It is super good reward for how quick it is. The Tuesday factions take a little bit under an hour normally. And they give you, for only 30 gem cost, they give you 2 orbs and a Volky, which is insanely good value for the amount of time. It is always advised doing the Tuesday events if you have time on Tuesday to go and do it. Obviously, you can do it for pure faction stuff too, but we already did all the pure factions, so we don't need to do them. It's a little bit annoying doing pure factions for them, though, because you're restricted to a 1-day period compared to the new weekend ones when you get a 3-day period, which is very annoying to do, just because you kind of feel rushed at them. But as far as just doing the bare minimum to get all rewards, it's pretty quick. Also, hello! I didn't say the rest of hellos. Hello, where were we? Hello, Barbara! Hello, Steve! Hello, John! Withering Staff? Yeah, Withering Staff works pretty good with quite a few teams. It's a good cleanup option for various scroll spam teams. You also see me using it, I believe, with Phoenicia build. Just because it can end up cleaning up with the triple damage burning thing. A couple different purposes for it. It's not the greatest weapon in the game, but situationally good. The main thing that makes it decent is it's, I believe, the only weapon in the game that has scroll spam into Entangle. Actually, that's not true. I believe there's a Doom weapon that has that as well, that has the full AoE thing. But it's one of 2 weapons. At one point, it was the only weapon that had it. However, it has a much lower mana cost than the other weapon. So if you're going like for a quick kill team like Phoenicia, it's a little bit more viable because it uses 2 mana instead of 1. And it gets its mana up much quicker with a 14 mana cost instead of 18. And just the fact, even if they were the same mana cost, having 2 manas makes it goes up quicker, which is beneficial when you're trying to just get it up quick as a cleanup option. So hello, Bushka. Let's see. 15 battles with monk class, with 15 battles with a full Shentang army. Oh yeah, couldn't you have done them simultaneously? I already did the other task yesterday. But yeah, I forgot. You could have just done them simultaneously. And you could have just doubled up. I did them separately. But yeah, you could have just done them simultaneously. We got our gold one done like super quick though, the first one, so I just kind of ended up doing the other one too. But yep, you could have done them together. Shouldn't matter though, it doesn't take that long to quick kill with 15. I think we're already at like what, 7, 8, somewhere around there. Oh wait, is there a task after the monk one? I thought that was all of them. Let's see. We did the, oh, never mind, there is one more left. I forgot. Never mind, there is one more left. Because we have to do the arena one. Oh yeah, never mind. Okay, yeah, there's one more left. What should we run for an all Shentang? That's actually going to be a rather weird one. 100% pure Shentang. What is that for mana accumulation? Because we can empower into something. I'm not sure if it has an empower though. Let's see. Well, I haven't re-asked her in about a week. Let's see. We'll take that one over. Well, yeah, there's a lot of full AoEs that we could just run. But I mean, like, mana accumulating into it. Worst comes to worst, we could use Hero for it. Or, you know, for the mana accumulation. Taloka's an option, but I feel like it's going to be too slow. I believe that's from here. Taloka's one of those weird mana accumulators that, it is actually good, but it's so situational that it's barely ever used. Oh, yeah, we got Moon Rabbit. Ah, oh, yeah, we need to feed into a yellow then. We do that with Dawnbringer or any AoE from the Kingdom, which is Shenlong, and I think that's actually it, unless we go like the Yagway build that doesn't use yellow. But anyways, let's go clear out the last task then. And for our last task, we got our Shentangs. So was this 15 battle with Shentang? Yes, it is. Okay. So, Shentang time. Let's just find a random team somewhere. Sure, we'll go over Frost Mage. I need to replace this team out anyways for the other video. So, Shentang. Let's just go move our restriction to Shentang. Shentang, where are you? There you are. Okay. So, options. Moon Rabbit for sure. I never did upgrade this guy. Oh, we could have had a star this whole time. Whoops. I bought the copies of him. I never bothered upgrading him, though. Let me go do that real quick. Yeah, there we go. Oh, nice and upgraded. Alright, next order of business. Make sure everyone else is upgraded. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Taloka is here. That's what I thought. So you could feed into that. But if we do explore one, we just go for one-shot Pengalong. However, does anything here have Link into yellow? You know, you have Link into purple. That's not what we need. Plus you create a blue-purple storm, which doesn't... blue could theoretically help. Purple, not so much. Yeah, we might just go Pengalong for a quick cast. Because it's cheaper than the yellow AoE weapons that we would go. So that might just be the strategy. Go double that and then use like a Mountain Crusher or something in case we need like a backup way of mana accumulating. And there we go. And we do have to use Monk in order for it to be a full team. Anything else we really need to revamp? Oh yeah, I forgot. We can link off of this, so it doesn't really help much, does it? And those colors actually give us the benefit we need. I need +1 yellow. That's not really going to help much. The Monk Hero class here. And we change our banner accordingly, which should pretty much just be all in yellow, but also a red. And it doesn't really matter what it minuses. Sure, minus green. And there we go. Okay. Oh, that's actually from their banner as well, Shentang banner. There we go. Alright, so let's just go to a location and one-shot then. However, this has to be somewhere other than White Helm due to that place's thing having spell reduction. How about... Where doesn't have any revive, that would also be good. Actually, Zay's Jin on a 1 wouldn't actually be that bad. So we'll lower this down to 1. And not that team. This team, which is currently a weird name for what it actually is right now. Since that is not a Frost Mage class, but there we go. Okay, this should work then. Let's double check after a battle that does. Also, hello Chad, welcome. How have I been doing? Oh no, I've been feeling kind of sick today. All over the place. What do I even go for? I'm glad the most recent hurricane isn't hitting this area. I really hope that this September will be the 1 year this area does not get hit by a hurricane. I've lived down here, I believe, now for 4 years since I've gotten back after college. Yeah, this would be the 4 year. Yeah. And, yeah, because I got here a couple months ago, 4 years ago or so, was when I moved back to South Carolina. And since then, 3 out of 4 years, all the years except the very first year, we've had to evacuate for a hurricane. So 3 years in a year now. 3 years in a row now. We had to evacuate in September, normally very early September, for a hurricane. So fingers crossed, we don't need to this time around. But no, we'll have to wait and see. But so far, nothing. Like, we got a little bit of a tropical storm that they said was going to be like a Category 1, and by the time it hit us, it was like just a small amount of rain. Like, electricity didn't even go out. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't hit anything too hard. But yeah, it looks like the most recent one's going to Texas. I think Category 3 into Texas. I didn't check any updates on it recently. What do we go for here? We need some red. Oh, convert. Unfortunately, a little short. And then dead. Wait, is Kandera actually showing up in Explore? I didn't realize that was a thing. I don't think it was supposed to be added for a little while. But maybe they coincided it with the event. Salty was not too salty last night. Oh yeah, she went over Friday's faction, didn't she? They ended up nerfing all of them, though. Like, they were already bad, and it's like, let's nerf them further. But yeah, next faction doesn't look like anything too interesting. We do get our second ever double storm. And while we will mess around with that double storm and try to build some teams around it, I don't really foresee it being meta. It'll be fun to mess with, but it shouldn't be anything too over the top. I'll throw that down, that'll be dead. Yeah, we'll go for that convert there. A little bit short. Yeah, I have no clue why they arbitrarily raised it to 15%. I'm not sure if that makes the delve easier or harder too, which is kind of funny. I think it might actually make it easier when you do pure faction. Because it's a high enough percent now. Well, it was kind of already a high enough percent already. But it's a high enough percent now that if you truly want to cheese it, you can just keep summoning spamming. Hope they don't hit your summoner. And just tank it out until they kill themselves over and over again. And just focus on their summoner for the final battle. Because the first battle will not have that to deal with, but the final one will. I should almost be there. I didn't even double check to see that we were getting this counted as things. Yeah, we are. Good. Okay, 5 more battles will do it. Which was 1 more set, and it'll be good to go. Oh yeah, you could just go 4 times the legends. We wouldn't even necessarily need to go anything else. I was potentially going to go one of the mana generator because if I'm not mistaken, the mana feeds into it. So you could use that as like a mana accumulation option. But if you don't mind taking it a little bit slower without the mana accumulator, you could just literally go all of the legendary summon. Yeah, I'm probably going to be trying the first run with mana accumulation and him. And just try doing off of skulls. But we could try doing 4 of him. I'm not sure what the first team will be that we go with. But we'll mess around with it once it comes around on Friday. Actually, technically, we won't be getting around to it till Saturday, most likely. Due to the fact that it's, we're probably not going to get to pure faction on day 1. I'm not sure how many tiers we'll buy. It depends how many tiers we buy on, if we will or will not. I generally don't like overbuying too much. I already overbuy slightly. I can normally go for 2,510, but I believe even that many is not enough to normally reach it on the Friday of. It's normally enough to reach it on the Saturday after. Although you could do it for cheaper if you just do it on the Sunday, of course. Let's see, we'll throw that down. That's only like 200 gems cheaper, sometimes 400. You lose out on that little bit of stats, and I feel like this time around you watch, you need those little bit of stats. Especially with how many skulls you're going to need for the weekend pure faction. But there we go. That is everything for the campaign. So in doing the entirety of this campaign, which we did between yesterday and 30 minutes today, which did make it one of the slightly longer campaigns, especially if you need to do the full arena run. So definitely one of the slightly longer ones. But what we end up getting is nothing. We get some emojis. That's all we get this week. Oh yeah, and more copies of the pet. Which I'm not sure if we can even max that yet. But we definitely have enough to get another upgrade. So that's probably going to Legendary then. And also we get the seal upgrade, of course, as we normally do. And if you would have bought in the bigger pass, you would also gotten 4 more copies of Curandera, as well as 2 magic off the seal thingy. But everyone else has ended up getting the this amount of stats. However, it is theoretically possible. Oh yeah, it's Guild Wars today too. I almost forgot about that. Hold up. We gotta go do Guild Wars. Hold up. We're currently 1-4 on our defense. Hold up. It's Green Guild War. Hello everyone. Welcome to Green Guild War. She almost completely forgot. Just saying that kind of reminded me. Anyways, Green Guild War Day. Let's go destroy everything. First though, we need to go change our banner. Do we need mana start? Yeah, I think we need mana start. Where's my... We're not running this today, so let's just overwrite this. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go for 20% to 2 seasons. A question. Was asked about more diamonds, and she said it would be looked into. That was basically a begrudged way to look at it. They are likely to add some way to add a small amount of diamonds into the game. They've been really hesitant to it in the past. However, with how the current game is scaling, I wouldn't be surprised if they added some small amount of extra way to get diamonds. I feel like the most likely way they would do it is treasure hunts. We still don't know exactly what the treasure hunt rework will really entail, or the arena rework. But I feel like diamonds would be added to treasure hunts, as among a couple other things, possibly even deeds. Actually, I'm really doubtful they would add deeds there. I kind of want them to, though. But, I don't know, we'll kind of have to wait and see. But I'm still very curious to see what happens with treasure hunts. Also, I'm curious to see if we get an epic treasure hunt map. Because, of course, we have like 1.5 billion of these normal treasure maps. But they might pull like an epic Volkey thing where we end up getting like a new type of map or something that we'll have to earn in some way, shape, or form. Which would be kind of interesting to see how that pans out if they were to do such a thing. Anyways, let's go do Guild Wars. So, Guild War Day. Let's see. Let's go grab all of our loots. And let's see. Grab guild walls, and let's go fight. Okay, so we're running with Essence of Evil, Lord of Slaughter, Leprechaun, Wild Queen as Assassin, and let me just make sure I have all Assassin perks set correctly, as I do switch it up from time to time, which might not necessarily coincide with what I need for the event. Hunt is good, Chill is good, free gold every turn is good because we don't really need anything else. Ice Storm or Dark Storm with this team. We'll double check that in a second. Stealth is good. Dodge is good, given its location. And instant kill is good. Okay, so do we need Blue Storm, Purple Storm, or neither? We need... Yeah, Blue Storms, I guess. Okay, sure. Let's roll with it. It was set to Blue Storm, right? Where'd it go? Yes, Ice Storm. Okay, let's roll with this. Should be good. Should be good. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, why don't we have +2 green? We do have +2 green. Leprechaun's there. So we should be fine. Oh, so that's an old school kind of team right there. That's old meta right there. It's still good, though, what he's using. That's old meta. That is very much old meta. It's been ages since we've seen this team, gosh. When was the last time you seen a Forest Troll Nyx team with a Kraken thrown in? I actually want to do this on Queen Mab just so she doesn't freeze me. I don't want to be frozen so badly, I'm just going to go waste it on Queen Mab. I think it would have been a little bit better to go for Forest Troll there. But I really don't want to deal with Queen Mab. So we're kind of entangled. However, I'm just going to risk this and hope it doesn't miss. Good. As is normal, it just devastates everything. Sure, let's go for it again. And, oh, we didn't land extra turn, though. But we should be fine. Just go for a bunch of explosion. We don't have extra skull damage now. But I don't think it's going to matter, because why does attack value matter when skull spamming? It just gets so much doom skull damage. Gosh. I think it's still very weird. So this team's a little bit of a liability. It has very slow start. But once it gets going, it's pretty strong. Let's go explode everything. It's the only thing I slightly hate about Guild Wars happening in the middle of nowheres. Oh, that's going to be devastating. Is it doesn't feel like Guild Wars anymore, at least in the sense that you have like all these other events going on that doesn't have like the it's not like separated enough compared to how it was before. Still feels kind of weird. Alright, so what on earth do I want to do here? Do we take blue and risk his ability? I'm actually leaning towards it. We're going to risk getting him the full mana. I can't really let him skull here, so I do have to go for that skull. I don't have a way of dropping it either, so we are going to manually have to swipe it off the board. Probably go for purple search here. We can take red search, though. That doesn't give him anything. Yeah, that's fine. It didn't search! Oh, it did give him Skullachi. Well, we'll take that. We should be good to go from here. As long as he doesn't deny too many of our browns. Okay. So, a moment of truth. Do we risk it? I think we do. I'm pretty sure we go for the risk here. Go! Okay, we got it. We're fine. Alright, let's go get a Wild Queen down, and that should be match. I'll throw that down. Unfortunately, no alignment, but we do have double skull here. Oh, wait, we do have alignment. Hold up, right over there. That's match. There we go. There we go. The second slot, Lord of Slaughter build. You got a Granny Gems ad, gosh. She's been advertising a lot. Oh no, we got Turnip Team. For this, it would make logical sense to go for a freeze option. However, if we can quick kill, we actually get a freeze. So I'm just going to try getting a quick kill. Because this hero class gets a freeze every single time we get a kill. So if we can secure a quick kill, we'll be fine. However, not getting a quick kill is going to be very bad. Let's see. Let's just hope we get one. Oh, so worst comes to worst. We could try doing Essence of Evil on him. Ooh, he already got started. So we do have a double skull here. There's a couple different ways I could do this. I could take a green to double skull. Or I could take the extra turn. And then figure out what we want to do from the follow-up. I think it's actually better to not go for the extra turn here. As weird as that may seem. Okay, so as long as he doesn't infinite loop us right now, we win. I need you to stop, please. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Somehow stop. Also, he just drained a little bit of mana by doing that too. Ooh, that's really bad. However, we can... We can take this. We can end Essence of Evil's thing. Wait, do you have Stealthy? No, you can't have Stealthy. It's not even a hero class that kind of... Oh, yes, it is. Oh, he has Stealthy. Oh, we can still freeze him. Let's get rid of his Truffle. Let's get rid of Truffle. Ideally, we would have extra turn there. Okay, this is still a little bad. We do have alignment, though, so let's go for that. Get our other poke. Get an Essence of Evil down on him. So that was a really sloppy battle, but we do win. He's disabled completely. Oh, no! The Toad! The Toad almost made him win. Oh, that's sad. The Toad almost made him win. The 10% Toad transform thing. Could you imagine if you got 10% chance to convert into Toad off of Essence of Evil and then lost to that Toad? That was very close to actually happening. Because I was expecting him to have 0 attack, but then he didn't. Oh gosh, these Savage Hunter teams are really, really annoying. I actually don't currently use Savage Hunter for Green Day. I use a Rope Dart variant. But, gosh, we might need to switch to Savage Hunter. Savage Hunter is the best of all the ghouls. I'm not sure why they made it rare, the absolute best, but it is. And it counters specifically green. They gave it this absurdly good traits. I'm not sure why the lowest rarity of them has the best traits. But it has 2x skull damage if you don't have immune. It does double to green. And has Enrage. And all 3 of those multipliers stack. That's a 2x, a 2x, and a 1.5 times. He does 6 times damage to green enemies. Assuming they cannot be, assuming they can be hunters marked, which is obviously absurdly high. Oh, excuse me. Absurdly, absurdly high. Go Titan and grab a quick barrier. We could go down that route. We do have 30% dodge right now, so I'm kind of just banking on that. We can also Essence of Evil him, and if we get that down, he also just loses, which is also somewhat what we're banking on. So, I think we'll be fine. Because right now, he's pretty much already dead. I'm not going to risk the thing, though. I'm actually going to Essence of Evil him, I think, here. Do we risk it? We have a guaranteed skull, so he's going to die, so I am actually going to risk it. Even if we do get an extra turn, we at least disable his main thing. Unfortunately, he does get a lot of damage follow-up there from all the misses, but we'll go disable his first slot just so we don't have to deal with Entangle. Then again, skulls, but then we do because we actually do end up clipping the kill there. We'll get the last little bit of our mana, and then that should be match. Can you please stop resummoning? That is so much resummon. That is so much resummon. How much resummon does he have? Okay, we'll go for that just because it's going to be the next in line. Seriously, I think we've killed like 4 excess things already. 5, 6. I'm not even sure. I lost count already. There we go. And now he should be very much dead. Oh, unless he wants to get one last summon. Okay, I need to see how many souls we got for this battle. How many kills do we get? We got, gosh. That would have been... If 4 is 11, that means we got 11 kills. Because 4 is normally 11. So 31 should be about 11 then. 10 or 11. I'm pretty sure that's 11. I'm pretty sure we just got 11 kills in this battle. That is insane. Especially for a Guild War battle. But there we go. He does go down. Let's go see what our final score is. Wait, was that our final battle or was it one more? Oh, never mind. There's one more. What's our score right now? Oh, we're a little behind, actually. Yeah, we did have one really bad battle. And we end it with life and death, which is kind of to be expected. You almost see a life and death every day in Guild Wars. It's a really good defend team that can be ran for pretty much any color depending on what utility troop you use for it. It's really flexible with what 4th troop it can use. Though the 3 standard is life and death with in 2nd, Arachnian Weaver in 3rd, and Avalon either in 1st or last, depending on what your other troop is. So unfortunately, he did just deny my green there, which does put us at a little bit of a delay, but we'll go for that. Get our mana up. That gets us Wild Queen. Ideally, it will not die in Death Mark anytime soon. We'll go for that. Oh yeah, we can't use the attack gain there because we're kind of entangled. However, we can go for that explosion, and it should allow us to get rolling. We don't have a guarantee alignment anywhere though, so that's slightly concerning. But I think we'll be fine. Let's take that for now. We can do another Wild Queen, but again, we are still disabled, so not sure how much value we'll really get from that. I actually kind of want to go for an Essence of Evil here by clearing out the board. Also because it clears us out for a board and hopefully gives us something actually good, which not really. We also don't have enough to do Essence of Evil yet. I could always risk it. We'll take that for now. I'm really tempted to risk this. However, he could kill us if I miss, and the board right now is a decent chance that we do miss. Could go for another Wild Queen and 0 him out. Could also just go for another Leprechaun, which I think is actually the way we're going to go here. So now that we have him unentangled, we should be good. We'll just go throw this down, get an attack steal, get another attack. Oh, I should have used that for the guarantee extra turn off of him. Oh, not too big a deal. We can go disable his last slot. Though at this point, I might as well just go for the guarantee skull poke and just get a big burst on him and hope we get alignment, and we do. Perfect. So that just wipes out life and death. One of the easiest ways to kill out life and death is normally to burst it down like that. It might get a summon because of that. However, doing just one gigantic burst like that is normally the easiest way to deal with it. Just kill it all at once so you don't have to keep dealing with all of its resummon and everything, and all the annoying mechanics that life and death normally has. So we have a couple different options. I am tempted to Essence of Evil here, even though we have to Essence of Evil as last slot, but still prevent him from resummoning, so we don't have to deal with a billion summons like we did that one battle. Ooh, that's a thing though. He actually got Life and Death on. Hey, Life and Death is dead, yet we still have to deal with it. Gosh. I think I'm going to Essence of Evil again by taking a green just to disable him. That's way too high of a liability there. Oh no! Oh no! We just double died to Death Mark and he just double summoned. What is this battle? Okay, let me go disable that. And we just got a Death Mark back. Wait, was that Assassinate? No, we just killed him with Death Mark off of Essence. Wow, Death Mark is getting a high kill count this battle. Death Mark is currently at a triple kill count this battle. It's killed 2 of us and 1 of him. That is very rare. Okay, we gotta be careful. If I miss with him, we actually reverse lose. And he still has Weaver too, which is a really big threat. Oh, hey, good. Okay, wow, this was one really luck-based battle. So he killed us with 2 Death Marks. We killed him with a Death Mark and an Assassinate off of 10%. Gosh, 10% is really high this battle. Okay, well, we should be able to win now. We could probably kill him right now with Slaughter. However, if we miss, that is very bad. So I'm waiting until we have at least 1 guarantee skull. Or we could just take that skull and win. We're going to play it safe and just do that. We would have gotten slightly more points if Lord Slaughter would have landed. However, we could have also lost if he missed. So let's take the guarantee skull. So points should be pretty bad. I think we're scoring towards 9,000. 9,359. For how many bad things happened, that's actually not too bad. It's not like we lost a battle, so I'll take it. But that's pretty bad for 5 wins. But still a decent score. It's bad, but still good. Let's see. And we are down 3 people. However, due to the 29 out of 30, while it might be a little bit more difficult for us to win day by day, by the end of it all, we should be pretty much right in the middle. And even if we do go down, we could just go spike back up once we have a full guild by the time we fill back up. So it's not going to be too big a deal. But, yeah, it looks like we're currently hovering right over here. Let's see, how's the other results going? But yeah, so 9,600 is nice. Actually, that one, the one's 9,500. Pretty close, though. It looks like someone else did about as good as we did right there. Anyways, another 9,600, basically. Anyways, let's go back to faction, as I was about to go do. Okay, so Guild Wars down. Could have been a bit cleaner, but Lord of Slaughter is one of those troops I was considering not using for Guild Wars. It's very high risk, high reward, and I normally don't like using those kind of troops for Guild Wars more often than not. Oh yeah, we have a brown-green restriction. We could literally just go... Actually, what can we go? We can go Romaine build, right? No, we don't have... Wait, what can we run? Hold up. Because we can't Mirage Queen the initial mana. We have access to Leprechaun. So we can build Leprechaun. If I could type Leprechaun, gosh. So we can go Leprechaun. We can go with a... yeah, you can still go Truffle, but you don't have the half mana start for him. Like, if you go Truffle, you don't have the half start. Because off those color restrictions, you don't have it off the thing. It'd still be enough, though. I'm probably just going to go Rowain build. We could just go Rowain to Urskea Shield. I think is the way we're going to go. And then we just go Urskea Shield. We're not going to need the Urskea Shield for the earlier battles. But once she stops one-shotting. And last slot, we could either go a second Leprechaun. We can go a different Empower into green. What else? What actually do we have for other Empowers other than the second Leprechaun? Though it wouldn't hurt to go a second one. Any of these convert into green or brown. Let's see. You convert to blue, red. What was your color again? Oh yeah, yours was only if you do a thing now. Bunny is not the right color. You're not the right color. We got a bunch of reds. We got a yellow. I think we're just going to have to go Leprechaun again. Yeah, so let's roll with that. And we could change to whatever class we really feel like. Theoretically, mech would actually be strongest, though. Oh, we're already set to mech. How convenient. Anyways. And then we'll go set to that, I believe. Actually, I almost want to set to double brown green. But that minus is Rowain, so we can't. Never mind. Is there a different minus brown green? Let me see. What are all the green-brown banners? Yes, actually there is. Actually, it's the banner of the kingdom as well. Hive banner. +2 brown, +1 green. Because we already have so much green off of Leprechaun that I don't really feel like we need more on top of that. So let's go for the +1 for a +3 total. So if we surge a 3, it's going to be full mana for her. Or sorry, that'll be 9 mana, not full mana. And it'll be good to go from there. And his Leprechaun... Ideally have full mana, and then once you start needing Urskea Shield, you'll have all the mana you need for Urskea Shield as well. And you have half mana start on it, so the +2 is definitely overkill. However, actually no it's not, because with Enchant, you'll have 5 mana you'll need. So if you take a brown at that point, you'll have full mana. Because the minimum you'll get is 5. So that works out perfectly. Alright, so that's the team we'll run. Urskea Shield, Rowain, double Leprechaun with a +2 brown, +1 green banner, set to Mechanist. Theoretically, you can run any hero class with half mana start. The reason for Mechanist is it uses brown while having half mana start. That was the reason, which gives it 5 more additional armor gain. Anyways, let's go lock in this team. I think I need to go switch my medals. However, I need to do a battle so we can go lock in this team. We also don't have enchant yet, so I need to make sure to go grab that and not forget it like I sometimes do. And then we should be good to go. And just get Rowain to full, wipe it out, rinse, repeats, and continue this until you win all the battles. Easy as that. That is the game plan. Okay, let me go and buy my thing and go set medals to pure armor. Hey, we got a sacred treasure. Nice. Got lucky off that drop. Now let's go change our banners accordingly. Boom, done. And actually, we could go for a 20% mana start since we don't have start on Rowain. Actually, I don't know. That'd be a little bit of a waste. I don't know, is it? We're doing an entire thing just to start her with 2 higher mana. Because she'd be literally the only thing that would be affected by it. I'm not sure if that's worth it. Since she's quite literally the only thing that would actually gain benefit from it. Plus the enchant potion is technically already doing that for her with a 2 extra mana start. However, theoretically it'd be 4 extra mana combined with the 20% start. Given that we need her so many times, that might actually be better to go for 20%. At least right now anyway, so let me go change that actually. She's probably going to get full mana anyways most of these times, but still want to give it a little bit of an extra edge to get things rolling. Okay, let me go do that. 20%. We might change it later. Though the fact that 8 armor is probably not going to be the difference between getting a kill or not. Well, you never know. 16 damage is quite a bit of damage. But for these earlier battles, it's definitely not going to matter, that's for sure. So hello, Christian, and thank you. Hello, MTGo. Hello, Alfie. Let's see, what else did I miss in chat? My bad. Let me go back a little bit. Besides Wild Queen and Lord of Slaughter, what other 2 can replace, like, Legendary? Web Spinner. Web Spinner's really good on Green Guild War Day. Like, building an entire team around Web Spinner is a really good idea normally. The builds I normally do these days don't, but it's a really good non-mythic option. Just build around Web Spinner for Green Guild War. Like Web Spinner something something Leprechaun. Let's see. What's a good team to battle a Life and Death, Graveseer, Arachne Weaver with King Avalon? Normally I just run Scroll Spam. You do have to be careful with the Blessing though. Also, Life and Death in first slot is definitely a good time to go Scroll Spam it. That's actually the weakest spot to put Life and Death. Because you normally want to utilize the summon that Orb Weaver has. And whenever it's placed in first slot, it does not get to do so. So that's actually the weakest that it ever is when it's like that. Which makes it even more vulnerable to Skull Spam compared to normal. Though regardless if it's in first and slot or second, Skull Spam normally does it. But especially in first, Skull Spam kills it very quick. Especially since it doesn't have Bless until a little bit later in the battle. So you won't have to deal with its immune to poison. Actually, does Orb Weaver naturally have immune to poison? I actually forget. I don't think it does. I actually completely forget if it does. I think Assassin's the one with immune to poison, or the one with a poison thing. Let me double check. I don't think it does, so you get to go Web Spinner Skull against it. Class, Orb Weaver, where are you? That's not Orb Weaver. No, it has those other immunities. I knew it had immunities. Those aren't immunities that it has, though. So yeah, you can still get a Web Spinner poke on it. Oh yeah, I forgot to get my Shentang star, since we just upgraded the troop. Power level 13! Shentang. There we go. Let's see. Yep, all good. Okay, next order of business. Let's keep delving. Fight. Right over there, right over there, right over there. Okay, let's take this one. And grab the other 2. Oh wait, this is treasure room though, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, we'll take a blue surge. Of course you don't surge. Let's go for some explosions then. And then get our split kills. Yeah, Weaver having Web Spinner summon is really big. It's actually the strongest summon in the entire game right now. It's a 75% chance when you get a kill to summon a Web Spinner. And as you saw in that one Guild War battle we did, he got a double summon off of it. Web Spinner is really intimidating because most things can take triple damage to it. So you can't really let it have any skulls, so you can't really like skull distract or anything like that. Since if you do, you get hit very, very hard. It also has a cast that it can loop into itself. It's not the best option to loop into itself in the current state of the game compared to some things like Truffle and such. However, Web Spinner can cast multiple times if it gets lucky enough. And it's not necessarily even the full AoE damage that's the intimidating part of it. It's mostly, if you keep getting extra turns from it cycling, it'll actually eventually end up getting skulls from it. So not only will it chip you down with full AoE damage, but it could end up getting a free skull out of it too, which is generally the more threatening part of it slightly looping. But it can partially loop into itself. Not as good as other options, but still can. Yeah, Web Spinner's still one of the overall better troops in the game. I would still even say that Web Spinner's better than Arachne Weaver. However, in some team compositions like Life and Death team, Weaver is better to have and to get to summon after the fact. But it's definitely very, very strong. It beats out the damage output of most teams, especially for casual PvP. Like if you're just spamming through battles, or, you know, normal PvP and casual PvP. You're just kind of spamming through battles, because losing doesn't matter. And Web Spinners can get really devastating starts if you just run some converts and other skull spams with it. Because unlike some other things, like let's say like a burning triple damage team, that has to wait until you actually get the burn in place, like off of Zugoff or whatever else you might do it with. Web Spinner gets it immediately. Assuming they don't have immunes, you will have that immediate triple damage against every single thing they end up hitting. And also, unlike something like Lord of Slaughter in a Guild War sense, Web Spinner gains full amount of points. So one of the other reasons why we slightly lost less points, or more points today, other than the fact that a couple battles were a little sloppy and we lost like a trip or two towards some of the end battles, which cost quite a bit of points. But one of the other reasons is Lord of Slaughter theoretically gains less points in the sense that he's doing directly damage to their life. So if they're dying with like 400 total durability, we only did like 200 damage to them. It's losing us a bit of points. Especially if they're doing damage back to us, which they were. Oh gosh, this is gonna be weird. We just lost one of our what's it called? One of our leprechauns. That skull is enough damage. He only has 33% reduction. Luckily, of all the things to lost, leprechaun I guess is the least consequential on our team, since we already have a leprechaun. But yeah, gotta be careful of that room. That random death mark, we have definitely died many times to that random death mark. Hits you a lot more than you might think. Yeah, to be careful. Oh, we got two battles here. Top battle and the other battle. Let's take top battle. Doesn't really matter which one we go for. We're both going to give the same. Hello, Defiant! Welcome. Let's grab that for now. And then we can get a Weaver. Okay. Get this battle to the other one and keep delving deeper. If anyone has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, or anything I missed, let me know. I should have taken that purple first. Doesn't really matter too much though, because he's already dead. Let's go throw that down. Yes, get that down. Wait, does Shield have 1 to all allies for mana? I want to check real quick. Can you go? There you go. Yeah, it does. I thought so. Just making sure. We don't need the damage. I just wanted to make sure for future reference. Is the Honey Dipper weapon any good? No, it's really bad. However, it's only available today if you want to get it. It's not going to be available again for like another 6-7 months or so. It's going to be a while. So if you want to get it, now's going to be your last time for a while. However, it is a rather useless weapon that you would only really get for completionist purposes for upgrading kingdoms. Shentang still has a way to go, so... Or, never mind, it's not associated to Shentang. It's associated to Drifting Sands. But Drifting Sands also still has a ways to go before it'll really necessarily need that weapon upgrade. Though we are going to be needing additional weapon upgrades for post-level 20 leveling, so do be aware of that. Though by the time it gets to any high amount, you'll probably have another event roll around. Because if nothing else, at least around the times when you do generally end up needing them, they're available anyways. Obviously, that's a bit of an exception for when a kingdom gets another mythic. However, whenever they get another troops, or, you know, multiple troops, unless it's from a faction directly, they will have an event coinciding with it. Hello, Ghost. Welcome. And hello, Ian. Could you go over the Pure Faction team for this event? The Pure Faction you would run, I believe, is just 4 times Beatrix. Was there a better mana generator? Let me double check. But I never did make the thing for the video. I need to go post that soon. Soon, TM. But, yes, Pure Faction would be, we were going to need to make this anyway, so let me go do it. Not Beatrix. What's the name of the faction again? Gosh, why can I never remember Deep Hive? Deep Hive, Deep Hive, Deep Hive. Where'd it go? Deep Hive? Where are you? Oh, it's the Deep Hive. Are you really going to be in T's just because of the... Yes, you are. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just spam Beatrix, kind of like how you spam the other one for the other thing. Because that thing you're not going to need. This thing, you're not going to need. And that you could theoretically tank with if you want. But I'm not sure if it's really going to be needed. So you can either go 4 times Beatrix or scare Knight into triple Beatrix. It does block its mana some though. That's a pretty low mana cost. But yeah, I'd probably just say this triple Beatrix to Scarab would be your best bet. And just run it with a tank wall. Tank wall with a bunch of Beatrixes. And Banner just goes all in on Beatrix. Into a green, blue. Oh, that mine's just brown though. Okay, maybe into a blue-green. But, yeah, that's all you'd really need to do then. And just with whatever hero class. Scarab Knight, triple Beatrix, or 4 times Beatrix. And if you do go down that route, go with the extra thing. And you basically just use them as your tank. And the Beatrix does all the damage. And that's pretty much the game plan for that. Okay, back to the faction. We can take this one then. Also, the team we're running right now can run through the entirety of the faction, by the way. You can run all the way from 20 to 500 with this team we're using right now. Speaking of web spinner from earlier, there it is. Soon TM intensifies. You're running out of time to get to 500. Yeah, it can be really annoying running 500 on a Tuesday. We've done it like 4, 5, 6 times. I'm kind of lost count. But yeah, it's really rushed. People have requested that it be a little bit of a longer duration, like at least go into the Wednesday event if nothing else. They have yet to do anything about it though. It's still just a one-day event. It can be very annoying to get done in a single day time frame. Pretty sure we already had enough damage, but we had nothing to do to a turn, and she'd already have full mana from the enchant anyways. Easy as that. You got Tanya yesterday. Are there any teams worth building with him in it? Tanya? No. Tanya, I believe, is useless. Why am I forgetting which one Tanya is again? I think I know which one it is, but can't put my finger on it. I know it's useless. Let's see. Yeah, he's that useless mythic. I use him with like one weird team with Wild Queen, because between the two of them, they have no mana conflict. But no, he's pretty much useless. Even after they gave him that little bit of a buff, like half a year ago or whenever it was. But no, he's still useless, unfortunately. There's nothing like exceptional about him. He's basically just a weaker version of Obsidious, kind of. It's like the closest comparison I would really say. But he's basically just a weaker version of Obsidious. Like, way weaker. Because they both generally serve the role of stunning while doing an okay amount of damage in Splash. And they also both have some tank ability. Obsidious is better with a static 50% rather than 20% dodge. Yes, about 80% of troops in the game are probably dead content at most given times. Even mythics. Things that you would expect to be good. There are some really good mythics, obviously. But not all of them are equal. The team we're using right now uses nothing above epic rarity. It's actually a super easy team to build. And it can run through any faction that has the color allocated. You just have to have green allowed, because you can run whatever weapon you want. Because the weapons obtained from 250 wins in Urskea, or sorry, 250 wins from the Urskea hero class of Sentinel. So once you have the hero class set, win 250 times you get that weapon from the class. Roll lanes for free from Forest of Thorns. And Leprechaun's just a low rarity troop that you can get from Glory and Gem Keys off our random luck. That's low enough rarity. That shouldn't take too many rolls. And we should still have enough damage to kill with that. These annoying submerge rooms. At least this isn't the one that makes submerge every single following battle. It's the absolute most annoying. Oh, you got in submerge though. I don't really have a way to work around that. Let's take that for now. Wait, do I not have the spell set? Wait, why don't I have all my other abilities on? I must have copied someone else's team at some point that used mech, and they had mech at a very low level. I was gonna say, this team has the spell, but we don't have it set. Because we copied someone else's team. Fail. This is why I generally don't copy other people's teams. Because a lot of people don't have every class maxed. And it ruins all my perks when I do. Let's see. Let me go set all the perks correctly again. Random status effect is fine. All three of these are generally useless. Barrier at the start of battle is normally the way to go. Razor armor, 3 additional magic. In this case, 3 magic. 1 magic to all allies. Spanish is very important to have. It's one of the main reasons you even use mech. And I guess just some extra mech armor since he does count as a mech himself. There we go. Okay, we have fixed our mech. Let's go back. I was wondering, like, wait, he should have dispelled that. Oops, wrong game mode. Fight. There we go. Oh yeah, we are using a shield right now, aren't we? Let me go switch that. Might as well get that extra 3 magic. It's not huge, but it makes a difference. Oh yeah, I can't switch it here. I keep forgetting. Where's my thingy thing? Troops, class, mech, where are you? Mechanist, customized. Did I not set it to shield? No, I did not. Let me go do that then. Since we are using Urski as shield after all. Okay, there we go. And from doing all that, that actually gave us 7 additional magic. 3 off of shield, 3 off of setting plus 3 on the other one, and plus 1 to all. For a total of 7 for shield. I'm not sure if we can one-shot this. I'm not going to risk it. Let's go and buff. They have a lot of durability all over the place. Because we are deep enough that we probably need to start upgrading to actually one-shot. Oh, we'll go for a Wayne there. I don't think it's enough. Okay, it is still enough. Good. Okay. What else can we get here? Do I know Sephiroth in game? I don't believe I've seen the name around. Not quite sure. Let's see, we'll go for that for now. Which actually reminded me too. If anyone's looking to join a guild, we still need 3 more people. If you could do 1.5 million plus gold per week easily, as well as participate in all guild-related events, we still got 3 spaces left. And we're still in the middle of our guild war bracket, even with 3 people missing. That's mostly because of the 27 out of 30 thing. Let's see, we'll grab that. Shield it down just in case, though I think we already have enough damage. But we're gonna have to wait a turn anyways, and then he's dead. Oh, so hello, Tasco. Any thoughts on the new self-destruct mechs in the next delve? They're all useless. And the strategy for winning the delve is basically going to be wait until they all kill themselves. Did 5.0 make a lot of yours leave as well? Some small amount of people in my guild did leave from 5.0. 5.1 I don't think made anyone leave, but some people just decided it was about time that they did. But yeah, we did lose a couple people around 5.0. However, all the people we lost around 5.1, I don't think left because of 5.1. Or at least not directly because of 5.1. Because 5.1 was actually the better patch. You lost almost one full guild to 5.0. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I used to be in, like, kind of, like, guild groups like that. We don't really do that anymore, though. We're kind of a solo guild that, I've almost turned into, like, a casual endgame guild in a way. Like, not really, like, casual, but, you know, we, because we have actually still a much higher, requirement for gold than, some, you know, guilds that are actually somewhat more competitive. But, you know, we kind of just do the bare minimum for all the events and everything. Like, whatever we need to get everything done is what we generally do. We just do all tasks, all guild rewards, everything like that. So basically the bare minimum to have everything. Like, we don't do trophy grinding or stuff like that. Mostly because it seems rather trivial, other than for competing with other guilds. I forget if people even still keep track of amount of trophies gained each week. I know that used to be a pretty big thing in the game. It isn't anymore, but I'm pretty sure people still compete for it. Just to have something to do for big guilds. Though theoretically, it does have some cosmetic unlocks for your guild. I think it goes up to like 7 million for like cosmetic upgrades. It's mostly just extra backgrounds that you can use for your guild. It's all these things underneath here. Quite a few people probably don't even know they exist just because I think you have to be at least like 2nd in command or 3rd in command in your guild to even be able to see them. But underneath guild, underneath guild admin, underneath all the way over here, the backdrops are the ones that require the most. So there's the next one at 4 million, then they go up to 5 million, then they go up to 6 million, then they go up to 7 million, then they go up to, gosh, they go up to 8 million these days. Yeah, they go pretty deep. They go pretty deep. Most of the really deep one are faction backgrounds. The one really cool one that's pretty deep is at 7 million. You get the shop and upgrading backgrounds. It's actually one of my favorite backgrounds. I used it when I was reading over the lore things. But yeah, the 7 million backgrounds among one of my favorite backgrounds in the game. But we're not reaching anytime soon. I think we're halfway there. Like, it's absurdly high how many trophies you need. I think 3 guilds have even reached that point. Not even. Let me see. Okay, a little bit more. 4 guilds have reached a point where they can use that background. Only 4 guilds. Also, you get a really cool border around your thing once you have 5 million, which quite a few of the 5 million ones are using. Since it's pretty much unique for when you get that high. We're actually getting there slowly. Oh, also, hey, we broke back into top 25. I didn't even realize that. Good job, guild. Even with 3 people down right now, we have still managed to get past Interim 2. Also, what on earth happened to Interim 2? That we actually passed them. That was like a super hardcore guild. And now they're below us. I guess we are super hardcore now, too. I have no clue what happened to Interim 2. Where's Interim 1 as well? Oh, there's Interim 1. Yeah, Interim 1's still really high. Not sure what happened with Interim 2, though. But, yeah, we passed them. With 3 people down. That might switch, though, soon. It's really close. Actually, it's only a 5,000 trophy difference. That is so close. They're probably going to pass us soon. But yeah, we did break back into the top 25. We might need a trophy grind soon. We're almost at 4 million. But anyways. Yeah, we get that cool border at 5 million. It's the last one that you can actually show off to other people because I don't think you can ever see your guild's background by other people. But I think that's the last one you can ever show off. Because you have all the patterns, all these emblem patterns pretty early. Like we have all these. It's based on how many tasks you do. For the frame, they go to 5 million. That's the last one that you could possibly get. Is the 5 million frame, which has like that gold thing with like the purple thingy in it, and that's all of them. That's like the last thing for the badge thing that we haven't unlocked. Also, people keep changing our banner always. I don't even bother like adjusting my banner because someone in my guild is gonna readjust it as well. Anyways, Where were we? Let's go back to faction. Yeah, the quickest way to farm trophies is something that I generally don't do, but running Explore 5 with Phoenicia one-shot is the quickest way to farm trophies in the entire game. The rate of trophies for that team is upwards of 300 and math, 180 per hour, right? 180, 360 trophies per hour. But yeah, the quickest rate you can get in the entire game is a little bit higher than 360 per hour. I think you can break a little bit closer to 400 or so per hour. But 360 per hour or so is about the highest you can get. Or closer to 400, 450. But like it would range anywhere from like 650 to 450 trophies per hour. Somewhere within that range is the quickest rate of trophies that you could really do with the best, most efficient team. However, it requires to do something rather tedious, which is use the exact same team on Explore 5 over and over again. And also doesn't function as quickly as a Rowan team. It normally wins as quick as a Rowan team. So theoretically, you can even get 4 wins per minute, which comes out to 8 trophies per hour. I mean, per minute. But it normally goes a little bit slower because you'll eventually get that battle where it doesn't get mana as quickly. So theoretically, if they had one person grind like that, they could close that gap within like a day. Though we could also close that gap within a day by doing the same. Most people don't bother doing that method though, just because it's so time consuming, but some really big guilds do. It's because it's the most efficient trophies per hour. And if every single person was doing it in your entire guild, even if they were hitting the lower range of only 350 trophies per hour, times that by 30 people, what does that come out to? If your entire guild was like, hey, we all Phoenicia, we just got it off a random drop off a mythic task or something, let's go grind. What would that come out to? 30 people times 350. You would get over 10,000 trophies per hour. That is pretty insane. If you could get that coordinated with your guild. But yes, if an entire guild was running Phoenicia quick kill on Explore 5, you would get over 10,000 trophies per hour. Which means if a small guild of 30 people just got created that all had that Phoenicia build and wanted to like commit to it, you could get a top 25 guild within, let's see, 4 million. Divide that by 10,500. Within 380, oh, you could say basically 81. After 381 hours of an entire guild of people who own Phoenicia, quick killing Explore 5 simultaneously, you would be able to go and claim top 25 guild trophy rate from a brand new guild. I'm pretty sure no one would bother coordinating a guild like that, though it could theoretically happen that quickly. 380 hours, 81. That's 381 hours of every single person in the guild grinding that out. Not just one single person, every single person. But if every single person in the guild did that for 381 hours, even if you only do it for 10 hours a day, you could get it done in a little over a month. A guild could come out of nowhere and just be like, hey, we're here. I highly doubt anyone would bother coordinating a guild like that, though. But it would be pretty funny. So it's still very possible to reach a trophy leaderboard. Obviously, it gets harder over time because those trophies have never been reset, and they just keep accumulating over time. So anyone who's been going for a while obviously has an advantage there. Guilds that have been out for ages. However, it is theoretically possible with extremely high coordination and high play times to do it in under 2 months. Go from brand new guild to taking leaderboard. Yes, Phoenicia can get to Explore 6. The main reason I normally say Explore 5 is, for one, it's more accessible to people who don't have as high stats, and it's also a bit more consistent, just because you don't have to deal with any kind of instances where it might not end up getting enough damage to kill one, if they either have higher durability or they get a buff or anything like that, which is very rare to occur. But yeah, if you can do Explore 6 and get one-shot it consistently, you should do Explore 6. But Explore 5 is just normally more accessible. It's also the bare minimum for when you actually start getting 2 trophies. So at Explore 1 to 4, you only get 1 trophies, but the second you hit Explore 5, you start getting 2. I forget where the cutoff is for 3. I think it's at 9 or 10. You can't quick kill that, though. But 5 is the bare minimum you have to go up to get 2 trophies. Would you have enough medals for the achievement? No. I would be 3/4 the way there if I threw every medal I currently have. I'm still a little bit short for getting the achievement. I'm not, like, trying to rush towards it or anything. But we will be getting it rather soon, since we're already 3/4 the way there. Give it another 2 months, and we should probably be there. By, like, November, we should probably have the achievement. And at that point, we won't even have a single kingdom requiring bronze medals yet, let alone higher ones. However, yeah, we should have the achievement by about then. If I'm not mistaken, it's the only achievement I have, not counting the Epic Vault Key. I have no clue when I'm going to get an Epic Vault Key. Obviously, outside of a Vault event, it is near impossible, though theoretically still possible. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. Unless they add a guarantee Epic Vault Key in the next campaign. Unless we get it from, like, one of the monthly Vaults events, I don't see how we're really going to get it. You just have to get really, really lucky during a weekend Vault event. Hopefully they'll maybe adjust the rate before the next Vault event comes around. But we'll just kind of have to wait and see. Because as it currently stands, yeah, they're really annoying to get Epic Vault Keys. There's people who grinded last Vault event for upwards of 30 hours and still didn't get it. We grinded for, what, around 15 hours and we didn't get it? Which might have been a little bit closer to 12 hours, but still, we put in quite a bit of time and still didn't get it. We got enough where we should have gotten at least 1 if we were got about the drop rate, but obviously we got under drop rate. It's what other non-mythic troop is like her. Rowain is the closest thing to Phoenicia, the troop that we're using right now. There's even argument to be made that Rowain's actually better because Rowain can upscale, Phoenicia can't, at least not effectively. Like, this team that we're using right now can run all the way to 500 factions and still work pretty much just as effectively as she is now. Whereas Phoenicia would fall off by, like, Delve 100 or so. But the main thing that makes Phoenicia pretty decent is she has the strongest full AoE one-shot in the entire game, as far as how much damage output that is. And this gives her a kill range with no buffs, like no buff Rowain compared to no buff her. It gives her a kill range that's a little bit better than that of Rowain, as far as how far it can go. So she gets to be used for a bit of the range where Rowain can't quite kill yet, but not like for the super, super high amount. Just kind of just like the right above her threshold. Is this PvP or Guild Wars? Oh, wait. No, she's used in... wait, who are you referring to? But Phoenicia is used entirely in 3 locations for the most part. There are a few other instances for her. But the main location she tends to be used is Explore 5 or 6 to farm trophies, your daily adventure board, and daily dungeons. For the daily one, she just gets them done a bit quicker than most other options, particularly dungeons. And for the Explorer, she gets the highest trophy rate currently existing within the entire game. And it's quite a substantial increase compared to other methods. I'm actually going to go for that because I believe we need a shield here. Well, we definitely need a shield here, so we'll go for that. Take that down, and that'll be enough damage now. That shouldn't even matter which one I went for there. I hope I find an epic Vault Key eventually. Its drop chance is exceedingly low. I believe that's the only 2 achievements I'm missing in this game. Wait, we're missing... Oh, yeah, we're missing 2 other ones. However, they're literally impossible to get currently. The other 2 that we're missing needs the campaign to progress further. One of them is use medals to upgrade... one of them is complete 100 campaign tasks, which can't be completed till next week. And the other one is get your artifact to level 10, which for people who bought the bigger pass can do it in 3 weeks, and everyone else can do it in 4 weeks. But yeah, those 2 are currently time-locked. No one can get those done. Actually, if the thing shows any amount above 0% They're hackers. Let's see. I know they should both say 0% because it's quite literally impossible to get them right now. Actually, that's kind of funny. Win an epic vault battle is actually so low that also shows 0%. However, these two are definitely 0% because they are literally impossible to get right now. At least until next week, one of them. And then the other one on week 9. Though realistically on week 10 for most people. No, Phoenicia is definitely low priority for crafting. She's used for a lot of stuff later in the game. But she's pretty low priority for crafting. Because nothing she does you can't do without other options except for that trophy farming. However, trophy farming is pretty irrelevant. Like as far as progression for the game, trophies mean nothing. Because once you get into a good guild, they probably already have enough trophies that trophies mean literally nothing. They can give a little bit of a benefit for like how much glory you get per day or seals that they get per day and stuff like that. But it's pretty trivial, the benefits that you get from having higher trophy count. And most guilds that you would get into later in the game would already have a trophy count so high that having higher gives essentially no benefit other than some cosmetic stuff for the guild. And they compete with other guilds for trophy counts. Let's see, we'll throw that down. I'll throw the other shield down. Okay, this submerge thing is super annoying. I'm gonna have to double kill then get another double kill. We do have Dispel, but there's no extra turns or easy way to get them at the time. Do I take a skull or just wait? I'm actually gonna take a skull, because that'll kind of bait him out. Or at this point, we could just pretty much just kill it with whatever. We did get Dispel there, though. It's not really gonna matter. He's gonna die anyways. Yagway is a pretty good troop, and yes, he was actually the first legend I ever medaled. Yagway was the first legendary I ever medaled. Actually, I believe he's the only legendary I currently have medaled. I believe I'm using Queen Titania next. But I'm not sure, because Queen Titania, while she is still somewhat meta, she's not as meta as she used to be. And I feel like we're going to eventually get a good mythic Fairy Fire. As soon as we get a good mythic Fairy Fire, Queen Titania will probably be irrelevant. As she currently stands, she's pretty decent. My big concern is we just get a really good mythic that will basically make her obsolete, which is why I haven't upgraded her. But Yagway should be safe. The one troop that was kind of going to be like him never got the proper buff it needed. The closest thing to, or potentially closest thing to what Yagway would have been Nisha. That one Nisha mythic. However, they never gave it a yellow to purple convert, or any convert for that matter. And for that reason, Yagway's still better than it. And even if they did, it would still have the unique ability to bypass Submerge, because Yagway, since it only hits 2 troops, has the ability to completely ignore Submerge, even if there's only 2 troops remaining. But yeah, Yagway is a pretty good troop. I don't feel like I use him too often these days. I believe I use him in one Guild War defend team. But aside from that, I don't use him too often, but he is really good. He can end up getting a double kill very quickly from having a good convert right back into his ability to fill right back in and then to cast. That's actually one of the quicker double kills in the game as well. That doesn't require too much to land either. It's along the lines when it gets this double kill of being as strong as like a almost like a Zugov in a way, since Zugov normally does double kills too when it casts. But the difference with Yagway is you normally only get 1 double kill setup per game. It can be a little bit hard to get the other double kill. You still get a lot of damage in by then. But anyways, we already completed out the event, so let's go grab all of our loots. We got 1 Volkey, 2 orbs. Come on. Blue, purple. Come on, luck. Well, we got a purple. Didn't get our blue, though. That's still doing okay. So, Ian, all the way at the top there with 4 million points. Gosh, they're really grinding it out. And then 2 people are kind of competing for the 2 orbs there. Actually, it almost looks like 3. Might be even a little bit more. If you want bare minimum to get on leaderboard, all you have to do is 200, it looks like right now. That's a really weird number to have to go up to. Gosh, it's also pretty high. You still only have to be like 120, 130 to get on. But I think that what kind of did it was a lot of people going for 500s now, kind of inflating it a bit. Because if we check how many 500s there are, there's quite a few. Everyone who's at 500 did a pure faction, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, pretty much 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Why am I doing this? We could have just assumed every single person beyond this point is. Because if you're gotten this far at this point, you're probably going for the pure faction. So about 28 people went for pure faction on PC Mobile this week, which obviously isn't a super high amount. However, it's still a decent handful, nonetheless. Because it does cost a lot of gems to even do that. To do 500, you'd have to spend at minimum on a Tuesday event 2,110. And if you did any amount of skip, you'd have to spend even more. But 2,110 doing all rooms is the absolute minimum you'd have to spend in gems to get there. And 28 people did that, at least on PC Mobile. Anyways, anyone have any other questions? Otherwise, we'll start slowly wrapping up for the night. You're also considering Titania, but had the same line of thought. Yeah, I'm still hesitant on what I'm doing for my next Legend upgrade. I'm holding off on Queen Titania for now, but Yagway is still pretty solid first. He's not used as much as he was when I first upgraded him, because at the time he was still meta for Bounty Hunter, in which case you don't even need any other troops for Bounty Hunter other than Bounty troops in the current state of the game, because when I did upgrade him, he was still the meta for Bounty. And if you have lower stats, technically he still is, but if you have low enough stats that you can't actually run for Bounty troops yet. But Yagway's a great option to have for that as your 4th troop. But yeah, he's still good. Like, you still can use them pretty effectively. I'm not really sure what I want for my next Legend upgrade. Like, there's a lot of Legends out there that could potentially end up getting an okay upgrade from. But we're really just going to have to see if the meta shifts in the next, like, month or two. Because I don't think I have enough medals right now to actually upgrade a Legend for 100%. No, we do not. I would need to have 7 Anus. We're currently standing on 5. So we need 2 more full Anus in order to upgrade a next Legend at 100% accuracy. But yeah, as far as Legends, I'm almost considering Truffle, but if I'm not mistaken, Truffle only gains durability, so never mind. That's the other problem, too. A lot of good troops might not necessarily gain a good benefit, which is another big problem. What am I looking for? I'm looking for rarity, base rarity. So let's go down to Legends. But yeah, let's see. What are other things? None of these would really be worth it. Not really. No. Oops, did I just go down to Epics? No, never mind. Why did I think you were Epic? Yeah, nothing really good. The Vinish Bala would be okay. The fact that it's 40% instead of 50%, though, kind of makes me not want to do it. But the Vinish Bala actually wouldn't be horrible. Glaceon actually wouldn't be horrible either, but I believe it just gains durability, so probably pass. Also, I don't feel like I use Glaceon as much to justify it. King Averlon, theoretically, if you really wanted to make your Orb Weaver team annoying, you could do, but at that point, you might as well just upgrade Web Spinner. Actually, that might be a next good one to go for. But yeah, unfortunately, King Gobtruffle gains a really bad benefit. He only gains HP and armor. So he does not actually gain any speed from being upgraded. If he gained magic, I'd definitely say without a shadow of a doubt he would be. However, he does not gain magic from being upgraded, which is quite unfortunate. Some troops do gain a good one. Like, any of them that have that magic with a foil, like KrissTigger, theoretically good. However, KrissTigger itself just isn't as meta anymore, so not really worth going for the buff on it. Beatrix gains durability as well. It has the same problem that Truffle has. While they are both really good troops, all it gains is durability, so I'd probably pass on it. I also don't use Beatrix anywhere near enough. Queen Titania actually gains, I believe, one of the highest amount of damage from actually being upgraded. I'm still hesitant on getting it. However, she has Fairy Fire plus full AoE. So she'll end up getting basically 9 additional damage per enemy, assuming you can get the entire enemy team Fairy Fired, meaning that she can potentially get a total of 32 additional damage, which I believe is the highest amount of additional damage any troop in the entire game gets for being meddled, which is pretty solid. But I'm not sure how much longer she'll be meta for. So we'll see. But she would gain a pretty hefty amount of extra bonus. Otherwise, Queen Zachi gains that same magic. Pretty much any of them that are mage with a full AoE. Pretty good contestants for it. But technically, Queen Titania would gain the highest amount of direct benefit. Let's see. Tesla gains magic, which literally does nothing, which is pretty hilarious. Who else? Web Spinner is a little bit weird in that it actually gains magic. So if you were to ever do a Web Spinner, it wouldn't actually improve its skull capability or its survival capability. However, it would allow its ability, which is rather low on magic, to actually have a decent amount. It would go from what is currently a 28 to a 34, which isn't that bad at all of an increase, given how low it already is. It's a pretty hefty increase to be able to do for it. However, Web Spinner is generally not used for its cast. It's used for its skull damage, So this is actually one instance where having higher durability would have actually been better than magic. However, it does even out its magic a little bit more. Though if it gets webbed, it goes all the way down to 0 magic, which makes the spell rather pointless. It still does something. It still does the greens, it still does the poison, but everything else, not so much. Yaguai's the only legend I've actually upgraded. He gains a little bit of everything, as well as attack and magic and HP, all of which are beneficial to him. Let's see. Yeah, and then we go down to epics. But yeah, I'm not really sure what I'd go for. I'd probably pass on Web Spinner, despite how decent it might seem to go for, just because it's only magic. If it was literally any other stat, I probably would have considered it. Mirage Queen's normally used too far back in the team to justify upgrading it. It does gain 666 additional stats. Everything except magic, which it doesn't even need. So Mirage Queen actually gains a pretty hefty buff for what it is. And it will be meta for a while. However, I don't feel like it's used first slot enough in teams to really justify going for it. Because it's almost always used as a last slot. Not absolutely always, but it's normally used a little bit further back in the team so it doesn't block your mana. But yeah, Queen Titania, I don't know, still seems enticing. I'm just concerned that a Mythic will completely invalidate her in the future. But Queen Titania definitely seeming a bit enticing to go for. Just because, as far as direct damage output, she has the absolute highest of anything under Legendary category currently. But that could change into the future. I don't know, just kind of have to wait and see. Just kind of have to wait and see. Would one ever upgrade and medal an epic? Yeah, we get enough epic medals from, what's it called now? For more lore events to be able to put it into. Rowan's actually pretty good to go for. Unfortunately, it gains magic instead of defense. However, it's still 6 additional damage. And given that Rowan is normally used in kill ranges where 6 damage can mean a lot, it can mean the difference between winning with like 10 seconds quicker or not, it's pretty substantial. Even though she unfortunately does not gain armor. That's like the one time when having higher durability would have been insanely good. And unfortunately didn't give her that one armor perk. There's 2 different variants. The support one would have given her slightly less. And like Knight one would have given her a lot more. But she didn't qualify for either of those. But at least she qualified for extra damage. 6 damage, still better than nothing. How many tier 7 buys is 2110? It is 5? Yeah, I believe it's 5. Because I believe it's 1,110 to get to 6, to do completion of 6. And then each other one is 200. So yeah, I believe it's 5. Exactly 5. Should be exactly 5. Also, that's for a Tuesday event. For a weekend event, you can actually get away with only 4 for 1,910. If you do it all the way to the end of it. But for a Tuesday event, you have to do the extra 1. Because you don't get that extra 3 sigils per day. You only get it once. Whereas on a weekend event, you get it 2 times. But it normally falls around there. And that does assume you do every single room and you don't miss any Vow Ravens or any losses. In which case you might have to buy a whole additional pack for 200. So, hello, Robert! Anyways, any other questions, anyone? Anything else I missed? Anythings? Let me know. Otherwise, we'll be wrapping up. We'll have the event video up very, very soon, TM. Sorry that's not already up. Just have been feeling a little bit under the weather today. But we'll be getting it up very, very soon. And other than that, we'll be back tomorrow night with next day's Guild War, as well as finishing up some of the World Lore event, because we didn't get around to it today because the faction normally takes up quite a bit of time. But tomorrow for our color, we have yellow, which is one of the easier days. Worst comes to worst, you can just Gorgolfa tank yellow and just put almost anything behind it, and you'll pretty much be good. You can just do a lot of skull distraction on a yellow day to kind of win it out. It's, I'd probably say the easiest Guild War day currently in the game. You can still lose it, obviously. But I personally feel like yellow is the easiest color. Hardest would probably still be red, I would say. But yellow is probably the easiest currently. Mostly because Gorgolfa is just kind of a clear win for it. I do run one of my strongest defend teams on that data. Oh, never mind. That's my purple day. Never mind. I don't know. Maybe I should replace out this Wrath one. A lot of people run tank. But my hopes is that you can just end up clipping it with a nice convert and just kind of kill it out. I'm not sure. Because it is very skull-oriented. For a team that, or for a day that generally runs a lot more durability. There is a counter troop that you can run, though. There's actually a stun that you can get on turn 1. That one useless bounty troop that's actually not that useless. It has an empower stun to daemons. And Gorgolfa counts as a daemon. So one strategy that some people actually run is on a skull spam team. They'll run that one troop so they can go dispel it immediately. Theoretically, we could do that over top of Apothecary. However, I don't know. I think we'll keep it as is for now. This is one of the teams I might adjust. Also, that's the one team I use Yaguai on, as well as Queen Titania. It's on our brown Guild War currently, because all the converters that go into red seem to all counter brown. Yeah, we'll be uploading the video soon. The weekly video going over all the weekly stuff. We'll still mention the teams for today, though, too. Though by the time it goes up, we'll probably only have a few hours left of the event. But, because obviously it won't go up immediately as soon as we finish. It'll still take a while to get it up. But, I'll probably still cover it on it. And other than that, of course, we'll just cover everything with the World Lore event and all that good stuff. So, hello, DS. Welcome. Any other questions, anyone? Let me know. Otherwise, as I mentioned, we'll be back tomorrow night. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, and we'll be doing Yellow Guild War, as well as finishing up a good majority of the World Lore event. But then again, we might still have a while because we're down 3 people. So even though we can do Guild War at a decent rate, we might be a little bit behind. I might even need to buy Tier 4 just so we can go and make up for the points a little bit. We're not too far behind right now. We're almost done with Stage 10 on Day 2. So I think we can still make it with only 27 people then. And if anyone's still looking for a guild, if you could do 1.5 million plus gold, and can participate in all guild-related events. We still got 3 spots left. It looks like we should still do Guild with Guild Wars. Luckily, 27 out of 30 exists. Otherwise, Guild War would be so bad this week. I think we're still in the middle of the pack, despite that, which isn't that bad. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by, and have a wonderful week. Goodbye, everyone. Stay safe out there.